Well, I won a pocket knife at a 4th of July celebration in Ashland, Oregon when I was 8 years old. And after we got home, my mother said it was never difficult to figure out where I had been because there was always a lot of chips around. I got into duck hunting at an early age, and as time went on, I just got into carving birds. I was always into whittling and carving of all kinds of things when I was in the Boy Scouts, and it's just gone from there. It's a hobby that got out of hand. I carve everything from a hummingbird to a full-size swan. Probably I'm around 1,500 birds at the present time on my journal. Each bird is numbered. Some birds may take 2 years. Some birds may be able to be done in a weekend. Most of the time I'm working on a number of different projects at the same time. Some get set back and I don't get them for another month or so. It's really difficult, but as a general thing, probably to do a gunning decoy, for instance, about 25 hours for me to take and do a good one. Rice in the Central Valley has always been a primary food source for all the waterfowl, and it has been since the flooding of the rice, shorebirds, and I do a lot of shorebirds. Shorebirds have really become really a focal point for an awful lot of birders. Well, when we go to a show like Lodi, for the Crane Festival, or we go to Eureka, and we're up there for the Marbled Godwit Festival, I often have about 43, 44, 45 carvings, and the last few times I've had about 38 species. And a lot of these are not species you're just going to drive out and be able to see. So what I hope people get is being able to show their kids and other people these particular birds because they're rarely saw it. A rail, for instance, a Virginia rail. I've only seen one in my life, and that was just last winter. So it's something, and they're all around us. They say that you can call them right up to you, but it is a bird that you rarely ever see. And so by doing a carving and showing people what this critter looks like, that's what I hope people get out of it. Birds are one of the most unique animals on the face of the earth. And that they're always doing something that you don't expect them to do. And just about the time that you think that you got it all figured out, they're going to take off and do something that is totally unexpected. And so, yeah, it's always something to be interesting. And like at Gray Lodge, we may be out there, or Sacramento Refuge, you'll be out there, and all of a sudden the birds all take off at one time, and all of a sudden you look up and here's a bald eagle, coming in to get his dinner. And mostly they work on cripples, but it is a very dynamic, moving experience.